Well, now I wanted to make a little video and show you just what's inside the camera bag when we go off on a photo shoot. That's pretty much the way it looks like, but I'm going to go through everything and show you what all is in there. Now I want to show you what's inside the camera bag a little closer up. Okay, I use the Olympus E-5. The lens that's on here now is 14 to 35 millimeter f2.0. It's pretty fast. It's a super high quality lens, SHQ. It's good for low light. The body is stabilized, so you have good low shutter speed capabilities. So this is equivalent to a 28 to 70 millimeter on this body. Then I have a 7 to 14, which is like a 14 millimeter to 28 millimeter lens. It's not as fast as the others, but it's a fully rectilinear wide angle lens. It's pretty amazing. It's also SHQ from Olympus. Then I have the 35 to 70, which is like the old 70 to 200. It's f2 2.0, very fast. It's fairly small and lightweight for the capabilities that it gives you. It's good for wildlife, that kind of thing, working in nightclubs, that sort of stuff. Then I have, for a little further away, birds, wildlife, 150 millimeter 2.0. It's a prime lens. It's not a zoom. Very sharp SHQ lens. What I'll do with that one a lot of times is put a 2x adapter on, and that will allow me to get very close. That's equivalent to a 600 millimeter lens on a full frame. Okay, so that's the camera, the lenses. Now sometimes I'll need to use a little light, so I have a couple of strobes that I bring with me. This one is remote controlled. It's good for like a slave light. This one is not. I'll use one flash on the camera with like a diffuser on top of it, and the other light off to the side for a key light. Works very well. Sometimes I'll just bounce the fill light off the ceiling. Now there's some other things that you need. I need to have flash cards with me at all times. Need lots of storage when you're out on the road. Then I have some, these are Roscoe filters for on the strobes to change the color to match sunset, that type of thing. Carry a couple of polarizing filters for the different size lenses if you want to use those. Don't use them as much as we used to. Now then, the other things that I bring with me all the time is spare batteries, of course. Whoa, it's getting away. And I always like to have a flashlight with me. You never know when you're going to need a little flashlight. And then sometimes when it's long exposures, you're going to need like a, it used to be called a cable release. It's just an electronic release now. It plugs into the camera and it'll let you do brackets, you know, if you want to do a HDR shoot. Yeah, well, that's pretty much it for. Another thing you're going to want to have with you, you're going to want to have some water in case you get out on a long shoot, maybe an apple or a power bar or something like that. Might want to have some gloves in case it gets cold. That's the way I take pictures. Now then, when you want to save things, you know, it used to be easy, but now you just carry a laptop right in the camera bag, so I can you know, watch movies at night. I can upload my photographs, work on my website, that type of thing. So that's how we work when we're on the road. What I think I'd like to do next is show a little work in the office, working on some files on the desktop computer, maybe making a print or two. Thanks for watching. There you can see the monitor with the pictures in grid mode. We can zoom in on anything closer. This is a photograph of the mittens in Monument Valley. It's an HDR image. Here's Death Valley, California. My interpretation of Victoria Park in Kitchener. Here's Lake Moraine, Cressman Woods, Yosemite Park.